This was a June 2023 visit with Julien Pinon in Vouvray. They have these amazing caves cut into this cliff face here where they store wine and where the winery is.
Depending where it goes, and because of the storage, you store sometimes the wine in like a humid place, so the label will be start to deteriorate. So you put the label at. In fact, the bedrock of Vouvray is limestone everywhere, and over this bedrock you will find different types of soil, which can be made with clay or flint or a mix of both. And here, this type of soil is called a première côte, first cliff, something like that, which means that there is almost no earth, no soil, and you are directly on the bedrock.
Wow, okay.
Of limestone. And the limestone is called tuffeau, so it's a kind of chalk.
So I have to move. How old are the vines here? The average? Like this seems very old, huh?
Yeah, so those are 60 years old.
Wow.
And we mostly have only old vines in the estate. The average is probably 50 or 60 years old.
What?
The oldest is almost 80.
Wow.
Why do you have the iron like stakes behind, and then this is kind of rotated?
That?
Yeah.
That's to, as we said, those are all vines.
Yeah.
And sometimes they crawl or they don't are lined up. So this is to maintain them.
To force them to stay straight.
Yes. Because if they are not straight,
you come with a tractor. It's,
when we are plowing, it's gonna rip them off.
You might damage.
Okay.
Them. Yeah. So like the type of growing here.
Yeah.
So you have like 4 big branches.
Yeah. So it's that's the typical way of pruning in Vouvray, and the only one.
Only one, yeah.
We don't have the right to make baguette sticks. We don't have the right to make.
You remember yesterday there was just like one.
Yes.
One arm.
Like typical actually of anywhere else actually except. So
we don't have the right to make cordon de roya.
So
they make that in Montlouis. So here it's we say it's like a chandelier.
Chandelier,
Oh, chandelier, right. Candelabra.
Chandelier en éventail. I don't know éventail. Like to make wind. Like Duchess, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, a
the
fan.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit like with the arms.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So that's the name of it. And yes,
so that means that you produce more or
less. Yeah, the idea
is to have less.
To have less, because if you do baguettes, sticks, or cordon de roya, you're gonna produce more.
Okay.
So.
So like there's only like 1 or 2 branches out of the.
Yeah, it's you can leave 2 buds.
Okay.
Sometimes 3 if the vine is smaller.
Right.
And so it's 11 buds on each.
That's part of the AOC.
Yes.
Cahier des charges.
Voilà.
Okay.
That's the rules.
The rules.
You know, it's very when you make AOC wines, it's really strictly ruled. For example, the number of the buds are ruled.
Okay.
The number, you understand? The number of the buds.
Yeah.
Everything is strictly
the maximum number of buds. Like, can you have fewer? You can. Okay.
Maximum.
I don't know. Maybe they say like everybody has to have exactly.
No,
okay.
It's a maximum in order to limit the yields.
Yeah.
And to have better wine.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, Vouvray is such a famous appellation. It would make sense to.
There is
protect
those
that.
rules in every AOC.
Right.
But the number of buds depend on the AOC, on the grape variety.
Yeah.
But that's in each AOC of France there is a maximum bud.
Okay. Wow.
Fantastic. Huh?
What?
Beautiful.
And the vines have moss on it. Is that all the vines have moss?
Yes.
I've never seen that. Why is that?
Old vines.
Nature, old and organic.
And
Here, Julien explains what they do to prevent frost damage of the buds in spring.
And it's really not a problem.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
cause any.
The big candles.
Mhm.
We also have, I would say, hot cannon or hot cannon, or
Mhm.
it's a machine that burns gas
Yeah.
in order to blow
Hot air.
hot wind.
okay.
So we have all that, and all of those techniques are very, very expensive and not very, very efficient.
Right.
And so since 2 years we don't use those, but we have changed the way of pruning,
Mhm.
and it was pretty efficient.
So later,
Yeah, we used two techniques: late pruning
Right.
and Marlboro pruning. The Marlboro.
Malbro, okay.
Ouais. It's a pruning in two
Passage,
times, right?
two way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a first cut in the winter, where you prune everything that will not bear fruits, and you leave the canes without touching them. And you make a second pass beginning of April, and then you will prune the canes that bear fruits.
And also you leave like longer, because I think the idea what we do in Bourgueil too, we leave it there, so because the first juice will go feed the this, and the one you want to keep, the eyes,
Yeah.
with the fruits, will not be out yet. C'est ça un peu l'idée. So the old people used to do that. Like in Bourgueil, we have one branch, so usually you leave 8 eyes, you know.
Yep.
We leave like almost everything, or 10, 12, you see. And the first juice will be here. So
that
first
starts
blooming will be here,
opening. Yep.
you know,
Okay.
And there's a chance of frost. So
Yeah.
this might burn, but this is not at the stage of burning yet.
Right.
And then you do a second passage.
Yeah.
You need also less people who knows the pruning, because it's just cutting, like you count the eyes, you know, and because pruning is like technical, and then you do a second way. So they're starting to go back to that, because we have a lot of so that's the same idea. Okay, excellent. Cool.
And so those two techniques are also cost also money, because you need more people.
Mhm.
Or you make two pass in
Instead of one pass, you've got to come through the vineyard
and,
twice.
for
Yeah.
the late pruning, you need many people in a short period of time, so you have to hire more people for that.
Yeah.
So it also costs money.
When did you do
But,
the pruning this year, for example? When you start pruning?
Well, we started in late December
Okay,
to make the first pass.
the first pass. Okay.
Voilà. And we ended in April the 15th.
Oh wow,
So
it's very late. Yeah, okay. And then
Wow, yeah.
that was fine this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This year. Well, not. Well, no.
you had
There
that
was
already?
frost. Yes, 6th of April.
Yeah. Oh, we had two, third and fourth.
And,
And did you have damage?
A bit,
Ah,
but
okay.
I would have had much more if I didn't
Okay.
do those two
Okay. I didn't know there was a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If I had pruned the normal way,
Mm-hmm.
which means regularly since early, I would have lost 15-20%.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Wow. You see? Wow.
So it works.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what about problem with like butterflies and larvae, and you have no problem here?
No, well, we have.
Yeah, I was looking for this thing.
We have
Voilà,
that.
c'est ça que je voulais te montrer.
Voilà, we have that.
So that's very typical here in Vouvray, because I haven't seen like using that somewhere else.
Really?
Well, in Bourgueil, we don't use that.
Ah ouais.
Mais bon.
C'est vachement bien.
That's against, yeah, c'est super bien. That's against the butterfly.
Yep.
When they reproduce, the idea is like, instead of killing them or whatever, you're gonna confuse them sexually,
Right.
Yeah.
so they don't mate.
Yep.
So they don't
Yeah.
lay
Yeah.
eggs,
Yeah.
and this confuses them.
So it's like pheromones?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Voilà.
Yeah.
It's a
We have a chemical expert here.
Yeah. So it's a capsule of pheromones, female,
Oh, okay.
and so all the males
Yeah.
go and don't find
Yeah.
females, so they don't mate.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Or maybe they find another man.
Sexually confusing
Yeah.
technique. Confusion
butterfly.
sexual.
Yeah.
That's the
I don't
official
think like the
Yeah.
name of it.
run the sentence
And,
like that, but
So it's
the idea
it's
of
really
it.
good because
Wow.
that's an old cellar where we store wines.
Yeah.
Sparkling wine here,
Mm-hmm.
but the rest is all vintages.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
Oh my god.